Ready.
Okay. What's up?
What's up?
Oh my gosh, remember that time period? Oh,
yeah.
I hated that.
No, I loved it.
Oh, that was so annoying.
I loved it.
But what's up? This is the Vital Check Show. I am one of your two friendly co-hosts.
I'm friendly, yes.
Yes, we are a friendly bunch.
Yeah, we are.
Duo.
Frenchy duo.
I am Dr. Joe, your friendly neighborhood MD.
And I'm DJ Critical, your friendly neighborhood friendly DJ.
Yes.
Yes.
With the tunes.
Yeah, enough tunes.
So what's up? Welcome back, kind people. So we're gonna jump right into our humble brag.
Let's jump in it.
You know, we come from a very elite high school.
Yes. Brooklyn Technical High School.
Brooklyn Technical High School.
The best high school in the nation.
Yes. Despite of what you may think or the rankings that are published.
Yeah, false.
But it's a unique experience, as you listeners have probably are tired of listening and hearing. Yeah. But one of the byproducts of that is our dear friend Maya, who dropped his first, and I'm sure of many, luxury handbags.
Yes, very luxurious.
Yes, I got myself an orange one. It's very cute.
I didn't purchase one yet.
We got to find you someone to purchase it for, right?
That's good.
Maybe your mom. Christmas coming, you can hold it.
I might do that.
Right, because you say you like buying your mom bags.
Yes.
So your mom could be hip, you know? She got the Maya Winston bag.
Yes.
So shout out to our friend Maya.
Shout out Maya and Maya Winston for the luxurious handbags that are
really cute,
sweeping the culture.
Yes. And there's some colors that are still available. And he gave us a sneak peek.
It's going out like hot fire.
Yes.
Oh, the platinum one? Was the silver one?
It's like crocky looking, like black croc skin, I think is what I remember seeing.
Because he kind of like revealed some, like a silver one.
Oh, shoot. I didn't see that one.
Yeah.
Oh, so, you
know.
I
like croc.
I don't know. I feel bad. Skin? I mean, I feel bad for all skin, but...
It's not real croc.
Yes, it is.
It's real croc?
My uncle in Florida makes leather jackets out of real crocodiles.
Wow. But, like, do they kill them or are they dead already?
Well, I think I don't know. I would have to ask. Because, right, let's say technically the animal died of natural causes. Yeah. But it's Florida, so the sun is beaming on it. So you don't want, like, bad crocodile
skin.
leather.
You want fresh croc skin.
Exactly.
Oh, man. Don't the baby crocs.
So, I mean, I don't know. I don't know the details, but I'm just saying.
What if it's like a stillborn croc?
Oh, my gosh. No, that's just... No. Let's pull it back a little bit. I don't like it.
All right. My bad.
But anyways,
save the Crocs. Okay.
Save the Crocs. Not. Oh, please get rid of the other Crocs.
The footwear?
Yes.
You hate those?
It's just, I think we've crossed the line of unprofessional and professional.
That is true.
Like you can't wear Crocs to everything.
I got my first pair not too long ago, and one, I don't think they're the most magnificent thing. People, if you wear Crocs, you'll never wear sneakers again. No, I'm wearing sneakers. They're not magnificent, but they're just convenient.
And I don't own a pair, and I will not be owning.
I didn't purchase them. It was a gift because somebody heard me speaking about them, and they own several.
Oh, so I like the gibbets charms. Like that's cute.
And I don't want to do that. I'm a simple plain guy, so I just want regular Crocs without the gibbets.
Okay.
I just want to put my foot in there. I want to go take my foot out,
and that's it.
Or put it in sport mode.
What the hell is that?
That's when
you put the little thing up,
the flap on the back. That's why you're ready for action. Because they don't come off. It's like sport leader.
No,
that's sport mode. That's when you want to be active.
My gosh,
you could do a
Is that the
activity.
equivalent of like women trying their heels and see if they can escape a predator?
Probably, yeah.
So sport mode for Crocs is
putting a little. You slip it in and then you do your regular things and then you want to get busy. You have to run.
Oh my goodness.
Put that thing in sport.
Oh my gosh, a hard no. Then they come in platforms. Listen, if you like Crocs, that's your business.
Yeah, they have the lining. They have the winter.
Look. I do buy them for others.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. Myself, I don't.
Because you don't even need Uggs when you have the warmth.
The Sherpa line
of a Croc. Warm Crocs.
let's
Shout out to Mari once in those bags.
yes, go cop yourself some, because before you know it, listen, the other day, several weeks ago, I got a text. It's 100 days away from Christmas. So
100? Wow.
Yeah.
That's pretty close.
Yes. So before you know it, Christmas is here. So before things sell out, you might as well.
I want a PS5. Can't get my hands on one.
Oh, I can give you my login.
For
Costco.
Oh, they have like a waiting list? Or they have them?
No, they have them. I mean, I don't know. You have to ask my...
Don't say this on air. All right, Costco.
I'll tell you the ways.
Oh yeah. All right, cool,
okay.
Awesome. Thanks.
So, anyways, speaking about the ways, tell us about your single ways. What's going on with you?
All right, so update. So, producer lady. Yeah, I feel like we're friends still.
Okay.
So, we can talk about what in the culture we call as spinning the block.
Spinning the block. Isn't that a song? Oh no, I'm thinking about Dipset, but isn't it I've been crushing the block or something? Disregard.
Joel Santana. Yeah. He's not spinning the block.
Okay.
Spinning the block has multiple meanings, but right now we're only talking about one, which means returning to a past situation or person or person of interest.
Okay.
So somebody that I was involved with some time ago, like 4 or 5 years ago, whatever, and we separated, and we kind of rekindled our
I need to know this detail offline.
Yeah, we rekindled our what's a good word? Infatuation for each other. Oh,
infatuation. That is gonna be negative connotations. I don't know if I like infatuation.
All right, so we just hooked back up.
Okay.
Not hooking back up as in just hooking up, but we're
testing things again.
Yes, we're testing
the waters. Re-drinking the waters.
We're refilling the
cup.
Yes.
Okay.
And it's going. I think this time spinning the block has it's positive because we kind of hash out things that we were going through previously.
Okay.
To not go down that same road.
That's good.
So this time around, it's the word.
Some reflection.
The reflection and the word that I feel like am challenged with is intention.
Okay.
So there's a lot of intention this time around.
Oh, that's the other tattoo.
Well, you gonna put that right here?
Maybe in my forehead.
Yeah, that's the one that you really need to.
Yes, intention versus impact.
Right. So with the reflection and everything, we're going about this differently.
Okay.
With way more intention and a slower pace, because before we kind of just rapidly started dating and stuff like that without really. We were getting to know each other. I mean, obviously during the dating, but we started we probably jumped ahead. We skipped a few steps.
Fast forward times 8.
Right. Mm-hmm. So right now we're really just slowing down the pace.
You.
Yes.
It's a Disney song.
Yes. So it's a good feeling. Whereas I feel like this may be the one.
What? Oh my goodness.
Oh, that's so funny.
I feel like I have false hopes with you every time, though.
I have false hopes for me. But yeah, so this spinning of the block, this is what I'm on now.
All right. I hope it spins for a long time. I mean, listen.
No, I don't want
I just want you to be happy. So
if
it spins, if it doesn't spin.
Nah, but this
if the block is hot, the block is cold.
I feel like I said, this time around.
It feels better.
It's a lot more communication. We're a lot more open with each other.
Oh, that's excellent.
And I think the openness is what's important, because we already have a foundation of sort. So it's less of the what's your favorite color conversations surface, and more deeper second level goals, ambition type stuff, and things of that nature. So
although I think that should be along with what's your color, right? Because I think what happens is you get very serious and then you realize you're incompatible a little too late. Once stuff got too invested. So I think like it should, that foundation, like what's your favorite color? Also, what's your goals? Do you want a family? Like what?
Yeah, I feel like yes. I feel like what happens is I think we think that those type of questions is like too heavy in the beginning stages where you try to wait a little while to see if you really even, because this may be just a couple weeks or you know what I'm saying?
See if you even have a connection,
right? So you don't want to deep dive into things in the beginning, but yeah, so all that stuff is we did that last go around, so this go around it's really more
building. Okay.
Yep.
Well, I wish you the best of luck.
Thanks.
I am dying to know who this is, because I don't keep up with critical love life, obviously.
I can't keep up with it.
But speaking about spinning the blocks, things I've been spinning on Instagram. So there is this viral video that has sparked some conversation in different social groups. One of my cultural heritage. So it is this older lady who I think her son is there, her older son, and her granddaughter is there. And she goes on to say, like, I love curly hair. And her son is like, BS. You didn't love curly hair. You were perming your hair this whole time. And her response was that bad hair wasn't in style. And then her son, and I'm guessing like this is his daughter, was like, no. What happened was there's no such thing as bad hair, number one.
I agree.
And it was them Spaniard colonizers that created this concept to oppress and discriminate the slaves.
That is true.
And like the daughter in the background, that's right, the revolutionary, the revolution. So, right, and this is something that has permeated, I'm sure, across many cultures, but especially the Dominican culture, right? There's this notion of pelo malo, bad hair.
That's a thing?
That's a very big thing, right? So, my cousins that have the curly hair have permed their hair their whole lives.
So how do they feel about like a model La Negra that doesn't really have like straight hair, but her hair is like curly?
And she wears it in a fro, right? To them, they're like, what is going on?
Oh, okay.
And
because she really embraces like the Afro,
Latina identity, and to a certain degree, right? Like every Saturday growing up, you went to the hair salon to
like straighten your hair.
Be under that dryer for 45 minutes, burning your ear up to an hour plus. Honestly, I have trauma from that damn dryer.
So your hair is not naturally straight like this?
It is. And this is where I've become very conscious about my identity, right? Well, growing up, right, I didn't deny my African heritage.
Okay.
Right? Like, I have cousins of all colors,
shades and stuff.
Sizes, shapes, right? Like, obviously, to me, like I've always said it, how do you get my color? You mix white and black, right? There's no denying that I have black.
Yeah.
Right? There's a saying in DR, like, we all have black behind our ears.
Yeah, I mean, if you don't like wash it.
No, but it's like to say, like, you can try to hide everything.
Oh, but you're still...
Yeah. They're still...
Okay, I thought they was just dirty.
No. It's just saying, like, you can't...
People don't wash behind there.
They don't.
Take a rag to it and...
You have to, exactly, every so often,
get in there,
right?
Yeah, absolutely. The back of your neck, too. Like, people just...
Everywhere. Every crevice should be washed.
Every crevice, yes.
Okay?
There you go. There you go. Definitely.
Between the toes, let's not forget.
Yeah.
But anyways, so I didn't know my hair was straight, right? Like, to me, I've always had my hair blown dry, like... That's the thing we do, right? That's our beauty standards in DR, is to have your hair straight. But it wasn't until like I was on a beach one day and one of my cousins was like, Joe, your hair is mad straight. Like it's wet and it's drying straight.
And it didn't curl.
Yeah, and I'm just like, oh, like that's my hair, right? Like I didn't think, this notion of good hair. But that comes from a place of privilege, right? Like I didn't have to... People didn't tell me that I had bad hair. But I also have like freckles and like, right, so there's all these features that I didn't realize about myself that was like of whiteness that makes me feel very self-conscious in identifying as an Afro-Latina.
Gotcha.
So
you're like a Caucasian Latina.
Well, don't call me that.
Okay,
right?
sorry.
Like that to me is just like I don't have the privilege of being white, right? Like, do not say that.
Okay, got it.
So even like our good friend flew into DR today, and he sent me this text. He was like, me in the car on the way to the hotel, looking at all the people. Dominicans really be arguing that they're not black.
They're mad black.
So even like, right, comedian Godfrey has this skit, and he was like, you know, if you have a plantain in your diet, you black.
You're black.
Right? It's all a matter of where the slave ship stopped.
So just drop some people off here.
Yeah.
Drop them off here.
And then who you mix with.
Right.
Either the indigenous population, the white colonizers, right? Look at the Afro-Caribbean, and we're some semblance of mixed race, whatever race is, right? Technically. So Godfrey coined or he made a response to this other viral video was that I'm not black, I'm Dominican. And this is a tough conversation. So when I reposted this video of this old lady saying that, you know, oh, I love curly hair, one of my family members was like, all right, Becky with the good hair. And
you was irate. Yeah.
Irate. I was like, first of all,
I can only imagine
this is genetics.
How that went.
Right? Like I can't control the type of hair I got.
Yeah, your hair type, yeah.
And mind you, like growing up, I've always wanted curly hair because I was just like, there's just this sexiness about curly hair, right? Like it's so much character,
right?
And it's like you can style it different ways. And until I had my daughter, I was like, oh no, curly hair is mad work, right? Like you have to moisturize, you have to make sure you don't, you know, it's a long list of stuff. But anyways,
but like straight hair it's
boring.
Is it hard to manage? Or it's just like, well, you have like straight, like long hair. Yes. So it's like, but you had straight, like short hair at one point. Well, you did cut it.
So I cut it like Rihanna when she did the inverted asymmetrical bob. So I cut it like that, and it was a little frizzy, but still like my hair is straight. Yeah. So I would flat iron it to get the ends a little straighter for the, you know, the dramatic look, but it's straight.
Pelo malo.
Yeah, so pelo malo. So why is that a thing, right? Why are Dominicans obsessed with pelo malo?
I feel like it's not even only Dominicans, because even like, whereas like colorism, like black people, African American people, amongst other African American people have like different curl types and stuff, and like, oh, your hair is nappy. And stuff like that, and it's like,
another trigger word.
Yeah, I'm like, Unfortunately, I never had to go because my waves was always spinning from like jump. So, but
that in itself, right? That's a backhand comment.
No, because I don't believe in the nappy hair. I feel like now being an adult, like you just have a different curl pattern. It's not a nap unless it's like you don't take care of it. Then it get like matted and knotted and stuff, but I don't believe in naps. That's like one of those words that they just describe. Yeah, created. But but I think with hair, it transcends like different cultures, like not just Dominicans. I don't know if white people deal with that. Do they have like mostly the same type of?
I don't think so. I've seen like
of hair, different hair,
curly hair.
They have like redheads and like blondes and.
But I'm sure but I think it's just, I don't know. It's, to me, in the Dominican culture, is so palpable.
Well, I think with the Dominican culture, for whatever reason, I've come to see just in living that they just I don't know if it's still going on, but they just don't want to be black. Like they really want to
anti-blackness,
stand firm in. I know black, like
yes.
like they're like I'm no black. I'm Dominican. Like there's a clear distinction and difference. Whereas like, I mean there is, but you do got some black in you.
And the thing is, so why?
And
is
that's
that?
Another reason why like some Dominicans like do they shun like the darker shade Dominicans than the lighter shade?
Well, here's the thing. So Dominican Republic, right? We're gonna do a little history 101.
Gotcha.
Is the only country in Latin America that actually gained its freedom from Haiti and not from Spain.
Okay. All right.
Because and then Haiti
that's where it stems from.
Yes, probably. Yes. So because we gained independence from a black country, right? So let's take it even a step back. So Haiti got its independence in the 1800s, and then a few years later, they took over the whole island of Hispaniola, which is Haiti and DR.
Yes.
So for 22 years, Dominican Republic was under Haitian rule.
That's like how long I knew you.
Yeah. Look at that. So, so for many years after that, even after Dominicans were freed from the Haitian rule, there were a lot of dictators, especially Trujillo and presidents of DR, that have perpetuated this anti-blackness, and instigated that, you know, anything that's Haitian or anything that's black was bad. Wow. So many of my Haitian friends and colleagues refuse to patronize DR. They will not go to DR because of this anti-blackness sentiment, right? It's parallel to how U.S. Americans feel about migrants from South America and Central America, right? So Dominicans have the Haitians doing the jobs that no one wants. And paying them poorly and treating them poorly. Even I've noticed in my family, how they speak about Haitians. It's oh, they burn everything. They don't take care of their stuff.
Wow.
And it's just I don't know what Haitians you are encountering, but the Haitians I know are one of the most hardworking people in this country. And the most faithful people, the most faithful of friends that I've had.
I mean, a Haitian cheated on me one time.
I mean, it's not because she's Haitian.
Okay, that's fair.
Right?
Carry on.
I mean, we had a whole episode.
Sorry.
Last episode talking about this.
Yes,
critical.
Yes.
So pretty much Dominicans and again, many cultures have this they're ingrained that this anti-blackness, right? Because Haitians were invaders and they're savages. So there's this pervasive racism in DR.
Pervasive racism.
Yes. So
got it.
Going back to your original question about colorism, yes, if you're fair-skinned with straight hair with a certain body type, you are favored.
Oh, wow.
Same to here, to the U.S. But also, it's silly because again, we're an island of so many different shades of color and whatever. But yeah. It's an issue. And then also,
well, I feel with that grandmother, that's her understanding is just, unfortunately, that's just what she was taught and grew up on. Whereas her son and his daughter, her grandchild, are obviously nowadays, this generation is way more conscious, open-minded. Their and information is available to them, whereas back then, because even with other things, my parents and older generations, my aunts and uncles, they see things and they experience things, and they're just very closed-minded on what's going on in today's society and stuff. And I don't have the energy nor care to try and sway them.
Fruitful discussion.
Right. Yeah, I'm all right, that's just, there's just stained in their brain as to, whatever they was taught.
But that's one of the things that kind of upsets me about that generation. Not
all of them.
Something.
Yeah, not all of them are like that, but a large percentage. A lot, yeah.
Or at least, I'm biased with my experiences, but I feel that generation, yes, that was your way of life. Right. But that's not to say at the age of 50, 60, 70 that you can't evolve and learn from those experiences and change your opinions, right? Sometimes you oh man, I can't remember this quote, but something about your parents taught you stuff, but it's your job to unlearn it and create healthier connections. Exactly. Something along those lines. I gotta find the exact quote.
Because even I have a friend that's practicing gentle parenting.
Oh gosh, all of us.
Right. And
they're not gentle childing is what I just reposted the other day. Right? Because I was yo, it takes every ounce of me to
Not to
show
let it-
self-control and just lash out physically and get bow bow, right? Like, that is hard.
Yeah, so it's like, it's similar, whereas like they were taught how to raise children, and we're switching that whole model of
yes,
of how to, you know, reprimand and
Yes.
how to talk to, because obviously like our parents would like talk down to us like we're like their little servant, or like they're
gosh.
lesser than us.
Yes.
Even like as an adult, like sometimes my siblings and my parents get into quarrels where it's like they're like, hey, I'm an adult now, like speak to me as such.
I had to remind my mom.
And I'm not really a talker, so I'll just look at them and just have them you know, go about their way like yelling and screaming. But I have a sibling that she's very outspoken, and she's gonna let my parents know like, no, we're not you're not, first of all, you're not gonna talk to me like that.
Yeah.
Like, we're not gonna have this, like, I'm an adult, like you're gonna, you know, address me as such, and we're gonna have a, you know, a adult to adult conversation, or that's not gonna work. So
I think that's one of the challenging things in that dynamic, right? Because you're still parent-child, and the parents, I think, kind of hold on to that dynamic.
Right, correct.
Right, like, you are still my subordinate, right? Versus, this is adult versus adult, right? Like, I'm a woman in my 30s.
right, exactly.
With a grown-ass woman,
I
right?
have my own family at that. Like,
Exactly.
you know,
So like, let's discuss things as adults. But no, I think for parents it's hard, because it's like, no, you're discussing this as parent-child, and you're still my child.
Right.
And
no matter how
that power
old,
dynamic
yeah.
is just rough.
Yeah.
So even with my daughter,
You tried gentle parenting, but they're not gentle
childing. No, not at all. Like, this girl just knows, and she's like talking back now, right? So it's
But
challenging.
you empower her to like speak and like,
Yes,
to, you
absolutely,
know,
speak up, because
and communicate.
I grew up not speaking up, and I think that's one of the biggest, I think, issues I have as an adult, is speaking up when wrongdoing has been done, even like if I witness something. And you know, tying that into EDI work, right? One of the things that's taken up most of my time is this quality improvement project that I got going on, and we have to touch on the subject of, you know, allyship of people that are not Black, or people who are not of color,
Right.
and how it is important for them to speak up when they witness wrongdoing, because we're not going to change this culture of anti-Blackness
If you just keep quiet. Yeah.
if you keep quiet, right? Because at the end of the day, as much as I want to create that seat at the table that I said last episode, what does the table look like?
But I feel like similar to like what we spoke about in previous episodes, it was like sometimes but I think it can be a thing of like, with African Americans, we're going through so many different plights where you just kind of like pick and choose which ones to like, you know, put your energy in. So like the hair, or like, you know, colorism thing, it's like,
But we had to
it
create
takes-
literally the Crown Act, right? Like,
Yeah.
women couldn't come to work with their natural hair.
yeah.
You couldn't come to work in braids or afros,
Afros, yeah.
because it was seen as unprofessional, deemed unprofessional. Like, why is it that corporate America is afraid of Blackness? Right? Like,
I feel like
what intimidates you about an afro?
I feel like it stems from racism,
Oppression.
Yeah, because now that more African Americans are in those type of workplaces and stuff, it's just like a shock, and they feel like, you know, like people think that a Black woman is just like super assertive and like, you know, a lot of neck rolling and eye rolling and stuff like that.
And stereotypes.
Very stereotypical, yeah. So I think that is like part of the way they hair a certain way. So when you see somebody with a certain hair type, you automatically would think that for whatever crazy reason that their personality
must be other than
fits in that realm of, if you have like say like in basketball, or just say like certain areas, like if a male had braids, that they're a criminal.
Oh yes,
you know what I'm saying? Yes. And then like if you have a short fade like cut, like you're Caesar. Like you're studious or something like that. So it's like,
or if it's not fresh, you don't have a fresh lineup, and you look rough. You must care about your studies and not your looks.
Right, exactly. I think that probably comes with it, where they feel like a certain hair type is unprofessional, or you can't convey a message, or can't do a job if you look a certain way, which is ridiculous. So
I read this book called The Other Black Girl 2 summers ago. I think that's the name of the title, and it's I don't want to give away too much, but it touches on that. And it's certainly a book that everyone should read. It's a little nutty, and it's crazy, the ending, but it certainly touches on being the only black woman in some spaces, and your appearance, especially your hair.
Because even like when I was working in corporate America, and sometimes like my barber is like a diva, so he only works once a week.
Oh my gosh, that's so nice.
So there's times where for whatever reason I couldn't get to him, or say he's sick, or he had other endeavors that he couldn't cut my hair. Like there's like times where like I went like 2-3 weeks, whatever, without a cut, and I'm like, a little scruffy and stuff, and then everybody just like, are you gonna do something about that? I'm like, look, I'm still performing the job.
My duties and responsibilities.
Yeah, my hair is a little higher. Yeah, I mean, like, there's a little more facial hair, but like, I'm still.
It's not impeding.
Yeah, and they're just looking at me like I'm a werewolf or something. Like I'm just like this whole different person. Like they really like, I'm walking the halls and I'm like, oh, are you gonna get a haircut?
Oh my
God. And I'm like, no, I'm.
And
growing
that's a
dreads.
microaggression also.
Yeah, like so with I give them all different sassy, sarcastic answers. I'm like, no, I'm growing dreads. Like, no, my barber died. And then they're like, oh, wow, sorry.
And then just awkwardly walk away.
Yeah, it's like, yo, mind your business.
Yeah. I mean, and that's where we should be in the market for minding our business.
Yes, people don't want to mind their business.
They don't. I mean, yesterday... I mean, we've talked about this before, right? I have some degree of body issues. So I was very intentional with my outfit.
Okay.
Right? I wanted to make sure that I did not look pregnant, whatever that looks like, right? Because I've been getting chunky, right? It's tough.
The last 3 months you've been,
I haven't been running as much, but I mean, whatever.
But you're busy. You're doing a lot.
Listen, I'm closing well, not today, but I've been closing my rings. But anyways, the point is, right, I was like, yes, this whole night, nobody said I looked pregnant.
And just when the night was
just when I was leaving, are you pregnant? I was like, no, mother effer, I'm not. And then a little piece of me died again. And it's just like, yo, if I want to tell, if I am, I will let you know. And if I'm not, don't ask me.
Yeah, people just have no coof. Like
it's just like, yo,
they just feel like they could just like blurt out and just say anything to anyone.
It's like, just we gotta teach people to MYOB, mind your biz.
Mind your business. Like what was that? There was something that happened recently, and it was along the line of like people should just mind their business. I forgot what it was too. I think it was something in like music culture or something, when somebody did something and everybody. Oh, it was. So Halle Bailey is
the new Ariel,
which I know. Well, I knew, but people knew
it's
about
not
from
new news.
Right.
But I guess because the trailer dropped,
the trailer came out
a couple
now,
weeks
like,
ago.
They're like, oh snap! Like, wow! Like it's a real thing now.
Yes, let's talk about that.
So everybody is up. Well, not everybody. A lot of people are up in awe that she's Ariel, which was a white,
a mermaid.
Okay,
a fictional
character
being
is now, after however much years has been portrayed by a black woman. But did this happen as well when Brandy did Cinderella? Or is because social media wasn't around? We didn't get,
because like that was a whole multicultural pot, right? Brandy had braids,
right,
and was Cinderella. The prince was Asian. Whoopi Goldberg was, I think, the fairy godmother. Yeah. Right? So it was a hodgepodge of
this is what Disney does. Like
they recreate things to be more reflective of our society.
And everybody is just, going crazy. So the thing that
another polarizing topic.
Very.
Because for one end, all these parents of black daughters were like, and I haven't watched the clip myself, but wow, she looks like me. Wow, she has dreads like me. Because even the dreads, oh my gosh, oh man. Yeah. And then the other side of it is like, I don't understand. Why is she black? It's like, ma'am,
like there's
mermaids don't exist. Like, period.
Like that's for one. Like bottom line is like,
this is a fictional character. Have a seat.
Yeah, people are just weird. But anyway, so her boyfriend, which is DDG, a rapper,
I didn't even know she was dating.
was doing an interview, and the interviewer asked him about how is he taking, or he asked about Halle. How is Halle taking, like, all the quote unquote backlash, or just like, about her portraying Little Mermaid and stuff. And he said something to the degree of, she's taking it fine, but he was unaware that racism still was around. He said that he thought all of that went out with Martin Luther King.
Oh gosh.
He was joking. So someone took it upon themselves to take that clip and say to Halle that she needs to break up with him because of his comment. And then people were just in her comments like, mind your business. Like, why are you even like taking it upon yourself to take time to take this clip and tell this young lady to leave him because of that, when it seemingly clear in the...
Maybe he comes from a place of privilege in his own right.
But seemingly he was joking. So obviously in the media...
Oh, he was. Because I'm very concrete. I don't understand jokes. I don't understand.
Yeah, in the media they clip things that serves the purpose.
Clickbait.
Right. So they'll edit it to that part and just will leave out the 3 seconds of him laughing and saying I'm just joking afterwards, and just will take that little segment. So just mind your business. Like, just worry about yourself, and like this.
Worry about yourself, like that little girl that was viral for a little bit.
I don't know about her.
Oh, she's cute.
I don't know about the girl.
Worry about yourself.
I know the girl. I'd be like, bye.
Oh. Bye. I just did that yesterday. My cousin was like, what are you doing? Oh, my little Egyptian friend. I don't know her name, but I think she's hilarious.
Somebody sent me her parents like page, and she's a character.
She is. She has a brother too. He's not as funny.
Okay.
He's not. I mean, I don't understand Arabic, and I have my friend translate sometimes, but he's...
Oh no, that's like usually my salutation. Like, bye.
Yeah.
Bye.
She was cute.
But then, Halle is just, that whole thing is...
And no, but then...
The TikTok thing?
No, wait, another...
Oh, I thought you was going to get to TikTok
injury thing. Is like, oh, is this Halle Berry? Like... And I'm just like, ladies and gentlemen, we really need to stop confusing. I mean, yes.
Like, all black people
are not... very similar spelling and names, but they are not. There's like a 20+ year difference. Like, you cannot...
more than that.
It's just like, you cannot... And we won't even... It's a lot.
There was this guy on TikTok that used blackface, simulating the reaction of little black girls responding to the trailer, and that didn't go over so well.
Did he get fired from his job?
I don't know, but he did really double down on it. He was like, no, like, this is I think that the thing was that TikTok didn't take it down, and then he was like, if TikTok didn't take it down, then I didn't violate any things, and then I didn't take it upon myself to look more into it, because I'm from the way I live my life is that negative things I just don't indulge in. Like I don't watch the news.
The news is very depressing.
I don't
I have
things
a bad
like that
habit
I
of checking.
know for a fact are gonna trigger me and like make me feel a certain way. I just
avoid.
Yeah, I like even when it's like, say, unfortunately, like the tragedies, like with like, you know, cop killings and stuff, and you know, like I just don't even put that imagery in my brain, so I don't watch.
I see.
None of that stuff.
It's important to protect your peace.
Well, because I know about it, like I'll read about it, but like seeing it,
yes,
like, I just
it's re-traumatizing.
Yeah, I don't do that stuff.
And there's a documentary that dropped on Netflix that's I don't even know the guy. I'm ignorant about it. Yeah.
Yeah, somebody told me that he was watching that today, and I literally, when they said they were watching, I was like, why are you watching that? Yeah. I was like, oh, because I wanted to. I was like, I will never watch that.
Yeah. A lot of people, there was a comment that said, you know, watching Black trauma is like almost like pornographic in a sense. But
porn is accepted.
But it's almost to that degree where.
Of like sensory, like.
Yeah, like just creating I'm misquoting.
Because I found out about, I didn't really know about, you know, his.
Me neither. I know nothing about him
because I seen ironically on the way here. So I was watching a clip, and then later, like as the clip finished, I realized what it was a clip from the thing, and it was like, the young man was like on a stoop, and then there was like 3 black women talking to 2 white officers, you know, like, yo, like get him help, like he's obviously not well, he's bleeding, he's naked. And then Jeffrey walked up and told the police officer that, oh, he's my boyfriend, he's drunk, he just fell, he got hurt. And basically it seemed like that in that situation they let Jeffrey take the boy back inside. I think the boy like escaped or something like that.
Oh my gosh.
And they let him take him back inside.
Oh my gosh.
And then the little excerpt said something about, oh, those officers later got fired and reprimanded and something like that. But being that is new, in different conversations that I'm hearing, is that he was mainly in like a black community. So like most of his victims were African American. Again, like I don't know much about him.
Me neither.
But yeah, he was like drilling holes in people and like just doing like really heinous things. And I'm like, yeah, I'm not. There's so much other things on Netflix to watch.
Yeah.
Than that. So that's unfortunate. That's really.
Yeah. Well, damn. Now I'm sad.
Yes, you see, like just from the verbiage.
My goodness, so, like this is not
so,
nice.
Like, think of like really like watching it and then like having that imprint like stained in your brain where you can like recollect or like envision it and saying it again. Like, nah,
He was known as the Milwaukee Monster, a serial killer and sex offender who committed the murder of dismemberment of 17 men and boys. Oh gosh, yeah. All right, that's it. Yeah. I don't want to talk about. I mean, obviously this man is not well, but my goodness. I mean,
yeah. So like, it's interesting. Like the things that people, companies, studios choose to like, because it's obviously
because crime is very in right now, right? These crime podcasts and documentaries, right? Like everybody's interested in the dark side of things. Yeah. Maybe in the hopes that, you know, oh, there's at least a good ending, that it was solved. Or
just to bring awareness to things. But it's like, the
some things should just stay in the
past.
that
people are capable of doing is just like
it's infinity. It's infinity. But anyways, let's reel it back in. Yeah. Let's do some positive stuff and end with an act of kindness.
Please be kind. Rewind.
So what do you want to do? What are we gonna do?
Don't be a serial killer. That's one.
Okay. I mean, okay.
that's very very important.
Don't be a serial killer, but I think more importantly, I mean, yes, is to speak up, right?
Okay, yes, please.
When something, you witness something that is wrongdoing, it's easy to go about your business. And sometimes, in the media also, it's dangerous, right? Like you see people trying to save someone from stabbing and they die.
That was the person in New Jersey, or it happens frequently, because there was somebody in New Jersey that witnessed like domestic abuse in a gas station and like went to
save the woman.
Yeah, to like intervene, and the guy shot him.
And he died?
Then she left with the guy.
Oh gosh. See, like, so I think that
it's a twofold, because we're like, mind your business, but then at the same time, but then there's ways he could have just like called 911 and just like reported like, hey, there's something going on. You didn't really have to like.
And by the time the cops come, I mean, it's tough.
Yeah, it's to like really gauge where.
But it doesn't only have to be in violent situations, right? You can speak up when you witness anything.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, speak up. Do the right thing.
Think before you react, though.
Yeah.
Okay. All right. There's power in the tongue.
Hey, yo.
Oh gosh.
Wow.
And with that, ladies and gentlemen,
wowzers.
We're gonna wrap up this episode. I mean, it was heavily charged, and I hope we kind of fleshed out some interesting conversations for you.
Yeah, there's no such thing as bad here. It's just different types of here.
Yes, and we need to convince the world that. But with that, kind folks, thank you again for supporting us. Thank you for tuning in.
Until next time.
Until next time.
Bye.
Hasta luego.
Bye. Bye. Bye.